Today, we'll be solving LeetCode 424, longest repeating character replacement. This problem asks us to find the length of the longest substring we can get by replacing at most k characters so that all the letters in that substring are the same. This is a classic sliding window problem that combines frequency counting with dynamic window size. Let's break down the idea. We want to maintain a window of characters and allow ourselves to make up to k changes within that window. The goal is to replace characters so that the entire window becomes filled with the same repeating character. We keep track of the most frequent character in our current window and check how many changes are needed to make all characters the same. If the number of changes exceeds k, we shrink the window. Now let's walk through the code and understand each line in detail. We start by defining a function called character replacement that takes a string s and an integer k. Next, we import the default dict from collections and initialize a variable called count to be a default dictionary of integers. This will help us count the frequency of each character in our window. We initialize two more variables. Left is set to 0 and will mark the start of our sliding window, and max frequency is set to 0 to track the highest frequency of any single character in our current window. We also create max length and set it to 0 to hold our result. Then we begin a for loop by saying for right in range of len s. The variable right marks the end of our sliding window. Inside the loop, we increase the count of the character at index right by 1. We do this with count of s at right plus equals 1. Next, we update max frequency to be the maximum of itself and the count of the current character. So we say max frequency equals max of max frequency and count of s at right. Now here's the key part. We check if the current window size, which is right minus left plus 1, minus max frequency is greater than k. This tells us if we need more than k replacements to make all characters in the window the same. If it is, we need to shrink the window, so we decrease the count of the character at left by 1 and move left forward by 1. After that, we update max length to be the maximum of its current value and the current window size, which is right minus left plus 1. Once the loop finishes, we return max length as the final result. This algorithm runs in O of n time because both left and right pointers move at most n times. The space complexity is O of 1 because we only store up to 26 characters, which is constant. And that's how you solve LeetCode 424, longest repeating character replacement. Thank you for watching, and let's keep learning.